Y'all, it's your boy Kev on stage with special guest
Nate Jackson.
Okay, you don't show me up on my own thing. Kev on stage.
Okay, so because I can't show you,
you can't auto-tune.
I'll let that one.
Okay, nobody else sings on this. All right, it's time for Dear Kev on stage. I brought Nate in because I'm married and I needed a single guy's opinion. But I'm an
single guy.
My question: why don't guys like to actually date anymore? No more picking you up, dinner, fun activities, movies. It's all about coming over to chill. Their house or mine. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with that. But I don't invite any man to my house until I get to know them better. So then I tell them that, and they act like I'm tripping when I tell them no. Has dating become overrated in 2012? Thank you. Much appreciated. Maybe you're out the loop due to being married. Maybe you could rally all your single guy friends and ask them. I only have Nate available right now, so we're going to ask him. I would assume, well, let me go back. When I was married or dating my wife, I had to still date her. Mind you, this is many years ago in 1999 when people still dated and gas was 99 cents. I miss those days. I could fill my car up for $11, but I didn't have a car. I had a bike, so it didn't matter how much gas cost because I didn't have gas. But anyway, I had to take her to the movies, to Red Robin, to eat, date. We took a lot of dates. We went to every restaurant still, and we still date now that we're married. We don't get out as much because we got kids, and the kids don't allow you to go anywhere because you can't leave them by themselves at 6 and 4 according to the law. Although my parents, they didn't follow that law. But to answer your question, I think men are in-game driven. I think if you are out there dating right now and women are allowing you to date without having to, like, if they're letting you go, like, chill was a winning point for me. Like, to be able to just chill, you had to get to reach chill point. If men have found a way to bypass date and go straight to chill, they're gonna take advantage of that.
Now, what are you referring to as chill? Just hang out?
Well, I mean, chill usually means let's watch a movie. Okay. And it's cold. Let's turn the lights off and get under this blanket and smack. That's what I assume chilling.
And smack.
Yes, yeah. That's what I assume. Like, I know men aren't just coming over there to play Balderdash. I mean, they're not playing Scrabble and Bid Whiz.
Okay. So, can I give my take on this?
Yes, but real quick, that's my opinion. I assume that that's why they're not chilling, because they don't have to. Nate is a single man.
What he's trying to do is make a clear separation between what he just said and what I'm about to say.
Exactly.
Because I am a little different in what I think. Here's what I think. I think that I don't even think it's fair that we give advice. I think it's great that you give advice to these women, so some of them are less lost in these streets. But what I feel like is it's not fair to give even-keeled advice to everybody when everybody is not created equal. I don't know if you look good. This is an anonymous question. I don't know if you look good. I don't know if you look ugly. And I know that sounds shallow and maybe even chauvinistic, but that's realistic. Because if you ain't got no teeth or you got a forehead that's 3 or 4 times larger than normal, there's a reason men aren't taking you out in the public. Because you got to be with other people. Their mama might go to Applebee's while y'all there like, whoa, why is my son with the dude from Goonies? So they don't understand that. Like, I can't just give you advice like you look good. Now, let's just assume.
The dude from Goonies?
The dude downstairs. Nigga. Him.
Okay, I just need to make
yeah, you look like the dude from Goonies, okay? So, really though, the way that the social construct is built, this is deep. The way that the social construct in dating and how we interact with each other, social interactionism, look it up, it's psychological. But the way that we interact, the way that it's structured in America is that beauty and appearance and handsomeness is the first thing that we go off of. In other countries, it's not so much. You might be ugly, but they want to get to know you first before they're like, oh, now is he pretty or not? But we go, is she a bad? Is he fine? You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what you base whether or not you're willing to even spend time with somebody. You might not be beautiful enough for the guys you're dating to consider taking out, as bad as that sounds. Secondly, how do you know if you know somebody well enough to let them come over to your house in the first place? That's the next thing. And then third, if everybody, when I say everybody, I'm just simply saying the majority. If the majority of women are letting dudes come over and just chill and smash and all that without going on dates, then when it's time for that same guy to holler at you, he's already ingrained in that behavior. So unless you are interested in retraining a man and letting him know your boundaries and say, if you want to come chill with me, we need to go out and we need to have dates. And I've had girls tell me that, like, we need to date first. Like, have actually told me that. Like, Nate, I want some of them guts, but we need to go on a date first. And I'm like, okay, what's the cheapest date I can take her on? Like, that's how I get down.
Now this is an interesting point. I say this in other videos. The problem isn't necessarily you, the person.
Right.
It's the curve. You're dealing with the people around you. Like, you're not a woman out here just by yourself.
Right.
You are dealing with the other women. So men want the curve. If all the other women are saying we can just chill, just like you said, and you're over here like we need to date, then you've got to be very special to that person. Now, let me ask you this.
And that raises your value if you can establish that and say, listen, I understand what everybody else is doing, but I get down like this. Then you weed out the men who are about that life and the men who are about the life that you want. Now, it depends, because I honestly approach dating differently. I give every woman, she's already going to be bad. So I'm actually giving her she has full realm to go from me, hi, how are you doing, to we're jumping a broom together. There's different things that they do that I'm like, that's not wifey material.
Right.
Like, if we're on our first date and the waiter comes up like, oh, I remember you from when I'm like, yo, I thought you were wifey material, but the waiter James has gone wrong. Like, this is an issue for me. So you're not wifey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or any little things like that. Like, we're kicking it second date. Your nails are all chipped, fingers, toes. Nothing's done. You haven't maintained yourself. You're already nappy. Now, I don't mind if a woman is nappy, you don't see her in her best form. But can you at least keep your guard up while we're dating? Like, let me see. Put your best foot forward. And that ain't your best foot. So, I mean, honestly, that's how I date. I date with that cushion. Like, it could be from beginning to end. Now, if a man is not interested in you for more than that cookie, then there's no point in doing activities that entertain more than the cookie.
In game. That's how we are. I hope that answers your question. Obviously, Nate has a different point of view. That's why I have him on here, because I'm just one guy. It's just one opinion. Nate is another guy. The cameramen are different guys. They've got different opinions. So sometimes I'll bring Nate in for special guests and other people. So get to know this face. This is my boy, Mr. Nate Jackson.
Yeah, so just I want you to maybe use this somehow. But to basically say, I'll round up what my advice was. One, you may be trying to date outside of your face's league. Two, you may be dating men that have different expectations of what your relationship is going to be than you have. And three, you could be ugly. I know that's not the same. It's the same as the first one, but it's strong. It's strong. And your face might be too.
Wow. That's real rap raw from Nate Jackson.
Yeah. So follow me on Twitter. Tweet your boy, Fabiosa. Mr. Nate Jackson on Twitter.
Thank you. Kev on stage.
What's up, everybody?